Today, we're in a city in the United States that we've never been before. Welcome to the city of Portland, Oregon.
So, how did we get here in the first place? We actually came here yesterday, crossing the border from Vancouver, Canada, going straight to Portland, and if you were to search it from Google Maps, it's a straight 5-hour journey. But unfortunately, that's not the case for us yesterday. It's actually a long weekend this weekend, so the border wait times were pretty crazy. It took us about an hour just in the border, and I think we got caught up with the rush hour in Seattle. It took us about 8 to 10 hours just to get here. It's going to be worth it though.
This is actually our first time visiting Portland, Oregon, and we can't wait to visit some of their most popular places, jumping from food and must-visit attractions. And starting it off, under the St. John's Bridge.
So this area under the St. John's Bridge is called Cathedral City Park, and that's because of the Gothic cathedral style structures under the bridge. And I think there's a popular Instagram spot right around the corner that we're gonna check out. Should we check it out? It's cold.
Super cold. Start of fall season.
I think we were pretty surprised that we're actually getting this weather right now because it's the end of September, almost October, and we're still getting very sunshiny weather. During this time last year and the last few years, it's always been all rain here in the Pacific Northwest. Wow, you see the design?
Yeah, it's like a cathedral. I can see it now.
Yeah, well, minus the crow just eating some garbage over there.
I think the crow is having some breakfast. We are literally under the bridge right now and we can hear all the noises from the cars passing by.
And I think we kind of timed it perfectly too. There's only one other people taking pictures right now. And I think it's pretty safe, but we got a couple of pictures out of it.
Let's go to the car now. Big shoes.
I guess Portland has one of the biggest Adidas headquarters. Donuts for Grownups.
It's the Donuts for Grownups. That looks so good. Yum.
So when we were looking for places to eat here in Portland, we saw a lot of posts and comments about trying out some of the best donut shops here in the city. It seems like Portland is a big donut city, and some of the popular brands out there originated from Portland.
All of the recommendations look so good and we cannot pick just one, so we're planning to visit a few of them and buy a couple of donuts to try them all. So I think this one's yours. Wow. This one's mine.
So these donuts specifically are from Blue Star Donuts, which is a big chain here in Portland. I think they have a few locations now outside of the city, but they did originate from the city. So I got the Raz Pistachio Cheesecake, and then yours is?
I got the pumpkin creme brulee donut. So normally they have creme brulee, but since it's the fall season, they added some pumpkin into it.
It's like it's infused with pumpkin.
Yeah. Pour it in the donut. So pour the additional pumpkin for your donut.
Donuts were so good. I wanted to get more.
Too.
I feel like I want to get more, but we have a few more donut shops, so.
On to the next one. This is the smallest park in the world.
It's like a box office line. I'm not sure if we have the time to line up for that. That's one of the other donut shops that we wanted to try here in Portland. It's called the Pips Original Doughnut and Chai. And as you guys saw, it's just like a massive lineup outside right now. I think we have the time. That's probably an hour wait right there.
I guess it's really popular.
Yeah.
So looking at the photos online, it looks like Tip's donuts are mini donuts. Now it made us curious how good it is because people line up for it.
Yeah. But don't worry, we have one other donut shop that we wanted to try. And I think we're gonna save that for the latter part of the day.
I feel like we are in Japan right now.
All of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
So we've come to this place in the middle of Portland, and it's a ginormous park called Washington Park. And a big part of it is the Portland Japanese Garden. And wow, this place is just extraordinary.
The place is so quiet, so zen, so calming, and you can just hear the chirping of the birds.
You almost get transported to this massive Japanese garden. Portland being a huge city with concrete, buildings, and everything, it's hard to imagine that this is in the middle of Portland.
So right as you enter the gate, there are 5 different gardens. Each one represents different Japanese culture and history.
And I guess the idea is that you go around these 5 different Japanese gardens and try to absorb all of the information and the culture from the Japanese. That's a massive koi fish though.
It's huge!
They get this big after 3 to 5 years.
I think I have a big koi fish inside my stomach.
So we're just taking our time here going around the gardens because something like this could be very challenging for Max, especially with the pregnancy.
Lots of stairs and steep terrain.
Yeah, and also if you guys notice that we are speaking a little bit lower, quieter, that's because they ask you to, just to maintain the peacefulness of the place. So a few fun facts for you guys while we take a break. They are actually celebrating more than 50 years of history with Japan, with Sapporo, Japan, dating back in 1959. And when Japan's ambassador visited this place, she actually called it as one of the most beautiful and authentic Japanese gardens outside of Japan.
So it's currently lunchtime, and instead of picking a restaurant, we are going to do something different. So Portland is very well known for their food truck scene. So the food trucks kind of congregate in certain areas in the city, and they call it pods. There's a few pods here in the city, and we picked 2 of the best ones, and one we're going to visit right now.
It's nice here, right?
Yeah. So many food trucks. So I ordered at the Thai food truck and got this Thai milk tea. You should try it, it's so good.
It's different.
Nice and refreshing, right?
Different but good. I got your food. Still waiting for mine. It's quite a wait, but hopefully it's worth it. They did a really good job in this area, hey?
Yeah.
So this is one of the food pods that we were talking to you about. It's called Cartopia. And to summarize what it is, it's basically an area in the middle of the city. They filled with food carts from different cuisines. And in the middle of the food carts, there's like chairs and tables so people can sit around, enjoy food in their companies. Do you know if it's year-round, this one?
I think so.
Yeah, it must be year-round, right? Because we've seen like fire pits. People can withstand the cold. Anyway, so these are like 3 tacos. They call it street tacos. Basically, it's like flour tacos with al pastor, beef, and steak.
I got this really good and colorful pad thai with satay chicken. It looks really good. It's so good and tasty.
I think this is the 2nd or 3rd Mexican food that I've had since arriving in Portland. They're just so good. The wait was worth it. So I think what makes the bites a little bit more worth it is I don't think we paid sales tax for this food. Portland is one of the few states in the United States that don't charge sales tax, so you just pay for what you order. So the food pods here in Portland aren't all the same in size. That's why we kind of picked out some of the better ones, Cartopia being one of them. We're also checking out one other food pod later tonight, which I'm pretty excited about.
I don't know where I've been. I don't know. Don't you worry about me. I'm gonna leave it all behind tonight. And it may take
So we've exited the Portland area because we wanted to visit a particular iconic spot by the Columbia River. So if you guys aren't too familiar with the geography of Portland, and we just learned this too, the Columbia River kind of divides the state of Oregon and Washington, and Portland is very close to the border. So there are times where we just cross the bridge and you can be bouncing back and forth from Washington and Oregon. And one of the cities right beyond the border is called Vancouver, but not Vancouver, BC, but Vancouver, Washington. That's why when we interact with some of the locals here in Portland, we kind of have to explain that we're from Vancouver, Canada, because Vancouver to them is the Vancouver from Washington, not from Canada. Looks like that's the falls right there.
Oh, is it? It's so near.
You're under the highway.
Oh yeah.
To be honest, I didn't think it's going to be like this big. I thought it was going to be more like a small roadside attraction.
Yeah. So it turns out that there's a restaurant here, a gift shop, and even a small stall for espresso. So this place is said to be one of the most iconic places that you can visit when you come to Portland. It's called Multnomah Falls, and it's the second highest falls here in the United States. Seeing it up close and personal, I feel like we are in the shooting location of Lord of the Rings.
And I feel like at this angle, the falls is just pouring on your head. There's also a small hike you could do that brings you up close to the first falls. But unfortunately, I don't think this little nugget is gonna make it up there.
She's just mesmerized with the falls.
It was definitely getting a little bit trickier to film by the falls and to vlog there because with the amount of people.
One thing we will do though for next time is to come earlier so we can take better photos and to avoid the crowd.
So we have made it back here in the city. As you guys can see, the day is already ending and the sun is setting down. But before this day ends, we wanted to check out and eat at one particular food truck pod that we were talking to you guys about earlier.
It's only been a couple of hours since we last ate, so maybe we'll just find some desserts.
I could already see it right here. It's themed as an asylum, that's why it's called Hawthorne Asylum. Place doesn't look anything like an asylum. It's so nice inside. On the outside you'll see like barbed wires, prison bars and everything looking like an asylum, but inside it's just so nice in here.
So in the inside, it seems like it's bigger than Cartopia. There's around 10 to 15 food trucks here and everything looks so good. There's more seating areas as well and more fire pits.
So generally much more variety in food, right?
Yeah, so much.
That's different. So this is a regular taro milk tea, but the thing that we made differently this time is we chose a strawberry popping boba, I think, right? Strawberry popping boba, which I just tested. It just bursts in your mouth and then there's like a strawberry flavor coming out of it.
so good. I didn't get any popping boba.
Try again.
It explodes!
Floats
It
in
is
your
so
mouth, right?
fast! Yeah. Right away, so you don't really notice it. Amazing! How did they do that? So many options. I think I'm going for the bubblegum.
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 Okay. Weird, but okay.
Maybe the dirt. What about you?
I'm gonna get the Portland cream and then the Voodoo. Here you go.
Got the donuts.
So I know how this might seem like. We skipped dinner, we bought some boba, and now we bought a box of donuts, and we told you guys that we weren't that hungry, but we just couldn't help it. This is Voodoo Donuts, and we first fell in love with these donuts when we visited Universal Studios in Orlando, and we were so happy that we saw that there's a branch here in Oregon. I think we're just gonna take one bite out of one donut and then just reserve this box for tomorrow morning. Sound good to you?
I'm not sure about the one bite, but I'll try. So big. A whole loop. Mmm. So good. Mmm. It's even better. Last one.
Oh my god. It's so big. This is like 3 Tim Hortons donuts. Well, before anything, hope this video gives you guys a whole rounded idea on how to travel Portland in a day. And if you're new around here, we'd love to have you. Please subscribe and like this video. And we'll see you guys in the next one.